My name is Germana Ravanelli. I am a certified therapist, trainer, and consultant at Heart Consulting in Nanaimo, BC, beautiful Vancouver Island, Canada. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this YouTube video. My intention in creating it is to inspire some passion in you, to give yourself a way out of whatever you may be in and help you create a path with some focus towards a goal or a dream that you may have. What I know is this time of year, it's January, a lot of people will race off to the gym and they'll get all into it, and they will 3 weeks later they'll stop going, and there's a number of reasons for that. Sometimes it's lack of support, sometimes it's doing it through guilt, or they really hate exercise, or they're doing it the wrong way, or they get hurt. So this can be applied at any time in your life. It's your birthday, you're getting ready for a wedding, a reunion, something like that. But the point is it's going to just provide some steps to improve your life and achieve your goals. And I look at life as it's a gift, and we all have an expiry date. So someday we're all going to be dead. And that's not to be negative, it's the truth. But what I look at when I hear myself say that someday you're done, you're finished, I always ask myself, what do I want to do between my birth and my death? That gap, the gap in the middle. What do I want before it's over for me? And when I've asked myself that before, I've done a lot of things with my life. I've actually become a black belt in martial arts. I've competed in kickboxing and Thai boxing. I've competed as a natural bodybuilder and won many first place trophies. I've been a mother, and I am still a mother, and I've run a business and sold a business, and I've been in relationships that have done really well and some haven't. But the ultimate thing goes, what do I want between my birth and my death? And what I want you to think about right now is to ask yourself what you want before you don't have a choice about that anymore. So the number one step in this little video is to decide, number one, that you matter. That you matter, that your life matters, that you're worth having interest in and taking time in what matters to you. So if you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have something that you really have secretly wanted to do but you kept putting it off, I'm going to challenge you to pull one of those things out of your heart or your head and put it down and ask yourself, do you want to have done that before you're dead? One thing I want to do before I'm dead is I want to go to Italy and eat for about a month, and I'm sure I'll do it. So the first step is to decide that your life matters and that you matter, and I often have this little saying around it, dare to dream. So if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? It's really, really important to know that we create our lives primarily by what we believe we deserve, and the outcomes that we have in our lives is a byproduct of what we believe we deserve. And so if you believe that you can do something, where you can get a job, or you can get a degree, or you can run a marathon, or you can climb a mountain. The reality is, provided your legs are not missing, you can. But it always starts with your mind, and it always starts with what you tell yourself. And what we say in the privacy of our own mind is called, it's self-suggestion or self-hypnosis. So the next step in the steps to improve your life is to develop a mindset that says, yes, I can do this. One of my teachers used to always say to me, he was lovely and he's a lovely man, but he said that the universe is feminine. It's giving. It gives you what you ask for. The one thing to remember is you never put the word don't in front of what you want. If I say I don't want fat thighs, or I don't want to gain weight, or I don't want to meet a terrible person, all of those things after the word don't, I'm attracting to myself. So the real question is to ask yourself, can you use a yes mindset? What is it that I'm ready to create? What is it that I'm ready to attract? What is it that I'm ready to allow into my life? So whatever your goal is, one thing that I'm planning to do this year, and it's a really big deal for me, is I'm going to be 50 soon. and I've decided I want to go into a natural physique fitness show, which would be in the States. And I've got 18 weeks to prepare, and it's a big decision, and I'm ready to do it. And I know what's required, a lot of work, and not so much snacks, and being committed to the bigger picture. It's only 18 weeks. So think about what you'd like to create, what you'd like to achieve, whether it's weight loss, whether it's being able to move better, whether it's getting out of pain, whether it's reducing depression, better overall health. Find something that really matters to you, that would change the trajectory of your life, and then develop a mindset around it that says yes. Instead of looking for reasons why you can't, start to look for reasons why you can. And I'm here to tell you, you can. You're very powerful. Then the next step is to find people who have or are succeeding or are moving in the same direction. That is so important, that they're singing the same song. I can do this, we can do this. So if it's someone that wants to run, they might go to a runner's club and hang out with people who are becoming runners, and hook up with the people that are positive. It's really important to recognize that, you know, your friends are who you are. They influence you more than anybody else. The only other people that influence you that strongly are the people that you live with. So you want to ask yourself, are you surrounded by yes people or no people? Are you surrounded by people that lift you up or take you hostage? It's really important to keep that in mind. You need to surround yourself or have a few people that believe in you and that will say you can do it on a regular basis. The other piece to that, if it's something that you need help with, is you hire a professional that has done what you want to do, or they can show you how to become what you want to become, because they have the skill sets to do that. Never underestimate the power of a professional that knows what they're doing, because that's what makes them professional. And I just encourage you to think about that. Then you want to look at the big picture. The big goal may be, so for me it's 19 weeks being in a physique show. That's the big picture. Now I need to break that down. There's 18 weeks, break that down into 4-week segments or 1-month segments. What do I need to do the first month? Well, I need to plan a schedule for my workouts, buy my food, you know, make sure I have rest time, make sure I don't push myself too hard, and schedule my workouts, have an accountability partner. That's the big picture, and then you break it into little baby steps. And so what it all boils down to is, on a daily basis, what are you doing to help you move towards your dream? And you know, you get that help by having a professional or being with someone who is in that same field that loves it and loves to help you and mentor you and support you. So those are the things. You got the big picture over here, and then you've got your little smaller blocks, your micro goals, and then you've got your really small ones. Those are the daily things. What do I do today? I get up early, you know, I prepare my breakfast, I do my workout, you know, I have my shower, I go to work, you know, I do some quiet time. If there's another workout required, there is. If there is not, there is not. You know, I clean up what needs to be cleaned up so I can start my next day, and so on and so forth. So it's really just simplifying the process. And then step 5 is to listen to inspirational people, videos, books, things where you listen to other people's stories who, you know, apparently had, you know, the world was against them, they couldn't survive, they couldn't make it, and for whatever reason they managed, with the strength of a mustard seed, to grow and to become more than they were ever thought to be. I think it's so important to surround yourself with positivity if you want that to resonate with you, because we're very sensitive, and we are very much like a sponge, and we pick up on everything around us. So the one thing you have control over is, you know, what happens in your home, what happens in your kitchen, what happens in your bedroom, what happens in your sacred space. And you can create an environment that is soothing, is nourishing, that comforts you, that allows you to have the energy to succeed. I've never seen anybody that was really, really happy and well emotionally that didn't have a wonderful life. And being happy and well emotionally isn't just an accident. There's work involved. There's the yes mind, there's a dream, there's a yes mindset, there's around people that are positive, that are part of the solution, not part of the problem. And then there's a strategy that gets deployed. And I got news for you. Whenever we go forward, we're always going to get, kicked off the horse, and we got to dust ourselves back up and get back on the horse and just keep going with that yes, I can do it mindset. Being around people that are negative is like being around cancer, because it sucks the life right out of you. I had a really, really bizarre situation that took place not too long ago where I was around someone who was incredibly unhappy, and all I ever did was notice what was wrong. After spending a period of time with this person, I became violently ill, and it was because their negativity made me sick. And I pulled away and I had to reevaluate, okay, what did I learn from this? So it's not a failure, it's feedback. What do I learn from this? That person is so unhappy and so toxic and so negative that I can't afford to invest my life energy around that person. If you have people like that in your life, pray for them. Get away from them, or you'll become one like them. There's that old saying that says misery loves company. If you want to be like them, hang out with them, because you'll be like them. But that creates disease. It creates cancer. It creates depression. It creates hatred. It creates violence. It's sad. And yet, here we are. We have this beautiful gift, this life. You and I, we're alive. That's a gift. And things don't get better as you get older. They get weirder. The body gets weirder. It doesn't heal the same. It's harder to look after. It hurts more. It needs more sleep. It needs more love. So the question is between your birth and between your death, what do you want to do in your gap? I love that poem. It's a poem that they often read at funerals. It talks about what that person did in the gap. And my goal is to inspire you not to waste this gift, your life. Because you don't know when it's over, and I don't know when mine's over. But I'm going to have as much fun as I can while I'm here in my skin. And I want to cheer you on to do the same. Whether you find someone in your part of the world that you believe can help you, invest in yourself. And if you can't afford it, go online. There's some beautiful I Can Do It audio programs on there by Louise Hay. And there's some Earl Nightingale things about positivity and successful people and what's different about them. It always starts with our mind. And I'm lucky enough to have a background as a clinical hypnotherapist, so I know that what I say to myself becomes my program. And when you're around people that are in a positive state, they lift you up. They lift you up. They feed you. And if you're around people that are in a nitpicky, nasty, bitchy state, they suck you dry. They don't mean to, but you're being hypnotized by them, whether you like it or not. So what you need to do is get away, run like your hair's on fire, and then come back to what it is that you want to create. So for me, my bucket list is almost done. I would love to go to Italy. I will do that. I bought myself a Harley Davidson. I've ridden that. I've bought 2 of them, and I love that. I have a wonderful job. I get to help people believe in themselves and care for themselves and live a higher quality life. And sometimes you need to learn when to push people away if they're hurting you, so that you have the energy to look after yourself. So the 5 steps to improve the quality of your life and achieve your goals is to decide that you matter and to dare to dream, whatever your dream is. I encourage you to do it. Please do it. Please do it. And develop a yes mindset that you can do it. Inside, when you breathe in, just breathe in. As you exhale, say yes. In, breathe in softly, exhale yes. In softly, exhale yes. And then 5, find people who will support you. Whether you come to me or you go to someone else, do it. Be around people that are in that yes mindset. One thing to remember is low-fat diets don't work. Please don't do that. If you get into that, I just had a conversation with a client about that, and I was like, if it was working, you wouldn't be here. So please, if it's health related, please do not do the traditional Canada Food Guide, Herbal Magic, MLM product line stuff to lose weight, because it's short-lived. Do something that will stay with you for life and change your life. And, you know, look at the big picture of your goal or your dream. What is it? What's required? You know, I know what's required for me, and I will do it because I'm pretty motivated, and I like to believe that it's possible. And then listen to inspirational people, videos, books. There's a really great quote by Brian Tracy. You can only eat the elephant one bite at a time. So if the goal is to eat the elephant, it's one bite at a time. So if it's a workout related thing, it's one bite is a workout, one bite is proper food, one bite is proper rest. And eventually the elephant is consumed and the person's achieved their goals. And then the next biggest dilemma is, what do you want to do next? Anyway, I want to thank you for listening to my YouTube video, and I honestly and sincerely hope from the bottom of my heart that you recognize that you matter and that your dreams matter and that it's never too late. Thank you. Bye-bye.